You're listening to the most authentic place in sports. It's the Sports Headline Show. Here are your hosts, Sean Davis and Warner Sanker.
What is going on, everybody? How we doing today? Happy draft. What is today? Draft Thursday, maybe? Yep, it's Thursday. Welcome in to the show. I'm your host, Sean Davis. Please do me a big favor and hit that like button and subscribe here over. I'm your host, Sean Davis. It's not what I want. But us says can't wait for the draft. Yeah, I can't wait for the draft either. Which is why I'm just impromptu recording a live mock draft. So we're gonna have some fun with this. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter at Sean_DAVI, me personally, and then at Sports Headline 8. We're gonna do a first round only mock draft. We got a couple of trades that we have to discuss and break down. So I guess let's get started here. We're going to do a different simulator than the one I used on Front Office Show the other day. The NBA Front Office Show the other day, that is. Let's see. All right. Number one, still Victor. I don't need to defend my pick there. The number one pick is Victor. There's a bunch of smoke going around right now that what's up, Lakers versus haters? What's up, my guy? There's a bunch of smoke going around right now that the Hornets might trade this pick. Scoot wants to be in New Orleans, apparently. I don't know how that deal would work. So for the sake of it, I'm just gonna take the best player available, and I'm gonna take Scoot Henderson. He's number 2 on my board. I think in any normal draft class, he's the number 1 overall pick. Scoot's probably number 1 last year. Try to think back to 21. Scoot or Ant is probably number 1 in that previous class. Zion as a prospect, I guess you go Zion, but still, point is, any normal draft class, Scoot Henderson is the best player available. So we're gonna go Scoot. The Portland Trailblazers are in an interesting spot. We are going to trade Damian Lillard. Can I do that here? Will not let me do it. It takes me to another site. This is what I would do mock draft. I'm trading Dame, recuperating assets now. Calling a trade. Again, it sucks that I can't. But the trade partner would be the Heat. We would be the Heat would have to give up the 18th pick. For simplicity, we'll give them 43 or whatever, and it'll be Dame for Hero. 18th pick. Let me check the Heat's draft compensation. Or the draft picks, excuse me, for the next few years. Let's see, draft pick transactions. No, that's not what I want. Trying to find their the picks really quick. I guess. Let's see. Okay, so the Heat have the 2024. They have their 2026, 27. Okay, so 25 is a top 14 protected. 2024, it's theirs. So we're going to do a trade with the Miami Heat. Tyler Hero, Nikola Jovic, the 18th pick, a 2027 unprotected first, a 2026 pick swap, and a 2029 unprotected first. And we're going to throw another pick swap in there. Pick swap, and then 2029 unprotected first. All right, so this is the deal. Damian Lillard for Tyler Hero, Nikola Jovic. You might need other salaries, actually, now that I think about it, but like that's the framework essentially. Dame for Hero, Jovic, 18th pick, 2 pick swaps, and 2 protected first. We're gonna get this deal done. So Portland's still on the clock. We've now traded Dame. We're now rebuilding and trying to go forward here. We're gonna start the rebuild with Brandon Miller. So we can, sure, I guess. We're gonna start the rebuild. All right, the Houston Rockets are on the clock. I think this is Amen Thompson. No need there. The Detroit Pistons are on the clock. And I think this is probably, I'm going to go Jarris Walker here for the Pistons. I think we can get a dude that fits what Monty Williams wants perfectly. The board kind of shapes up like this. I think the Utah Jazz, if I'm the Orlando Magic, are a team that I can honestly trade back with and let them get their guy. So we're going to trade back. We're going to do 6-28 for 9 and 28 for the 6th pick. What do you guys think value wise? 6 and 28 for the 9th pick. Is that too much or too little even if you're Orlando? I think honestly Orlando might be the one that says no. But it is only 3 spots. So like that's why that's interesting. Let me see. I'm going to do it. Screw it. I'm going to do it. We're going to hit the trigger on this deal. So the Magic receive, they're going to move back 3 spots. They're going to get the 28th pick as well. And the Jazz in return are going to move up 3 spots. And the Jazz are going to move up 3 spots. And the Jazz are going to take their guy, apparently. And they're going to go get Anthony Black, a guy that they've been wanting to get. And they've really targeted recently. So they're going to trade up and get their man, Anthony Black. Meanwhile, the Indiana Pacers, we're going to take Taylor Hendricks. I think this is just a perfect fit. If I'm being completely honest with you, for that Pacers squad. The Wizards now. The new Wizards. I think it's Cam Whitmore, honestly. I think Cam Whitmore's the pick. So we're going to go Cam Whitmore. Or do you go with Zora Thompson? Do you go with the Thompson twin? Or do you go with Cam Whitmore? Cam Whitmore's higher on my board. So I'm going to go best player available, and I'm going to go Cam Whitmore here at 8. Kickstart the rebuild with a high upside swing. Cam Whitmore, welcome to the Washington Wizards. The Orlando Magic back on the clock. We're going to take a guy that you could have justified taking at 6, and we're going to take a Zora Thompson to help chip in, kind of just a plug and play guy that's gonna fit right in like a glove. Dallas Mavericks, if they keep this pick, I think the pick is Grady. I think it's Derek Lively. But I think the most likely outcome is they're gonna trade the pick. So we're gonna trade the pick. We're gonna trade down 5 spots. We're gonna trade with the Atlanta Hawks, and we are going to get there we go. we're gonna trade back. We're gonna do John Collins and 15th pick for Davis Bertans and like JaVale McGee. I think that money works. Plus 10th pick. So I think that money works. They're finally going to move off of John Collins. So they trade up in the draft. John Collins, you're now a Dallas Maverick, and the Mavs get to keep the pick. If the Atlanta Hawks pick at 10 and there is no more John Collins, this is how my board looks. If I'm Atlanta, I probably just go get my guy, and I go get Grady Dick out of Kansas. I think there is your Kevin Huerter replacement. Now we're back on the clock with the Orlando Magic. This is a great spot, I thought, for Grady Dick. Now Grady Dick goes a spot earlier, so essentially the Hawks jump you for Grady Dick. I know it's early, but I think Jordan Hawkins might be the play. If I'm the Orlando Magic, I like Jordan Hawkins right here for them. I know it's a little early, but I think you just need shooting so much on this roster. Nick Smith, I would consider. Bilal Coulibaly is just the ultimate upside play. But we're going to go a little early, and we're going to draft Jordan Hawkins. We're going to desperately give this team some shooting. And we're going to rock that out. The Oklahoma City Thunder are now on the clock, and this is an interesting proposition for the Thunder, who can go two ways on draft night. I think it's either Bilal Coulibaly, three ways. I think it's Bilal Coulibaly, Derek Lively, or Kobe Buffkin. I think those are the three biggest rumored guys. If I'm Oklahoma City, and if you really view Chet as a 4, I think Derek Lively's the pick. I think I'm going to go with Derek Lively because I think Chet right now is probably going to be more of a small ball 5, and he's 7 foot. So I don't know if I want Chet being a every play 5. You get Derek Lively to fulfill that role, and then in crunch time when the game's on the line or whatever, there is your small ball 5. Next up, the Toronto Raptors are on the clock. Pick 13 here. I'm going to go with Cason Wallace out of Kentucky. I think Cason Wallace is a massive culture play who's tough, physical, defensively, while also offensively being able to do a bunch of different things at a decent enough of a level where I think the Raptors can really utilize that. So we're going to go Cason Wallace at 13. The Pelicans are on the clock. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you, if I'm the Pelicans, I'm kind of hurt by how this board fell. Like, you miss out on both shooters that go back-to-back. I guess I probably go Jalen Hood-Schifino here. Let me just double-check. Well, yeah, I think this is JHS. We're going to go Jalen Hood-Schifino here at 14. Potential CJ McCollum replacement. Like, his offensive skill set kind of reminisces of CJ in a way. 3-point shooting isn't nearly enough yet, but I think it's okay enough. And I like that fit there. The Dallas Mavericks are on the clock here at 15. So we just traded for John Collins at the 10th pick. So we trade it back. So now we have it's Luka. We're going to try to bring back Kyrie, obviously. We just added John Collins. And with the 15th pick, you could go upside with Bilal Coulibaly. You could go like just Swiss Army Knight, guard and Kobe Buffkin, scorer Keontae George, Nick Smith Jr. I'm going to go with a guy that I think fits perfectly with what the Dallas Mavericks want to do. Lakers versus haters saying Bilal. I get why you say that. And this might be a reach. I'm not going to lie to you, but I think Lakers versus haters is talking me out of it. I was gonna say just based off of like pure fit, I was gonna go Noah Clowney. I think you go from Alabama's offense and what they asked him to do on both ends of the floor to Dallas, where it's 5-out Luka ball, Kyrie ball, I guess, as well. That's perfect for both ways. And now you can kind of pair Noah Clowney and John Collins. I think that could work on the floor at the same time, both offensively and defensively. I think it might be early for 15 is a bit rich, but I think I'm gonna go Noah Clowney. I'm gonna go Noah Clowney. Just I like the upside. I think the fit on both ends makes a ton of sense. And now the Utah Jazz are the happiest team on planet Earth because I think the Jazz have to go Bilal Coulibaly here at 16. Which is kind of a bummer if you're a Laker fan. But the Jazz get to walk away with trading up 3 spots to get their guy at 6 and Anthony Black. And then we're going to get a high upside swing here at 16 with Bilal Coulibaly, who you could argue could go as high as 8, depending on how the board falls to Washington. I'm going to go, if I'm Utah, I know this hurts as a Laker fan, but if I'm Utah, I'm going Bilal Coulibaly. So the Jazz, so far, honestly, they aced the draft. All right. Lakers on the clock here at 17. If this is how the board looks, Nick Smith, Keontae George, Kobe Buffkin, honestly, if you just want to take one of those 3, I wouldn't blame you. Leonard Miller, James Neonji, Chris Murray, Brandon Podziemski, Kobe Jones, OMP, Jaime Jaquez, Maxwell Lewis. If the board looks like this, I'm probably trading back. And there's some more rumors going around that that the Lakers could potentially trade this pick to Brooklyn. That's actually the hottest thing or whatever, I believe, is the Brooklyn trade. So I think I prefer that one the most. We're going to trade this pick. We're going to trade back 5 spots. Okay, I guess it's only going to allow us to trade back 4 spots. Cool, I suppose. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. There we go. 22nd pick. 17th pick. The most realistic one, I think, is Royce O'Neal. And pick 22. Or let's just say Mo Bamba and pick 17. So that's the deal. So now the Brooklyn Nets are on the clock here at 17. I think the Nets need a guard that could really contribute right away. I like Spencer Dinwiddie, but I think you need more of a punch from your guards. So for me here at 17, we're going to go Keontae George. I think a massive, or not even a massive, but a elite 3-level scorer that the shot making woes are a little, not the shot making, the shot selection is very, very frustrating, but the playmaking upsides there. You combine that with the shot making isn't the problem. It's the shot selection that is going to give some NBA teams headaches. But I think the Nets need an upside ploy out of the guard spot. Mikal is awesome. Cam Johnson they're going to bring back is awesome, but they need an upside play. All right, 18th pick here. We traded this. This was a part of the Damian Lillard trade that we just executed. So we have 18 and we have 23. I think these are now upside picks. And I look down my board, and there's a couple of names that I think I like. I think if I'm the Portland Trailblazers right now, I think I'm. Do you double dip and do Leonard Miller? Is that like an option? Like I think Leonard Miller's really good, but we just took Brandon Miller. But I guess okay. The Blazers in this scenario are rebuilding, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to go Leonard Miller, even though we just took Brandon Miller, because I think you just got to take BPA and highest upside here. I think Leonard Miller has a insanely high upside. So we're going to take Leonard Miller. Kobe Buffkin is fallen. And I don't think that's like intentional. But like I look down here, I'm like, which one of these teams take them? So here at 19 with the Golden State Warriors, I would love to take Kobe Buffkin here, but I think I'm gonna also trade back with the Warriors, man. I think. Let's see, what's the team I think that can trade up? That can trade up. I don't know if anybody trades up to get him. All right. So right here at 19, screw it, man. I'm gonna stop the Kobe Buffkin fall, and I'm just gonna take him. Kobe Buffkin, you're a Warrior. That sucks. There's another Michigan player. I love Kobe. One of my guys in this process. 20th overall, Houston Rockets on the clock. We just took Amen Thompson. I think the logical progression there, we're gonna get Jet Howard, I believe. That guard room's kind of tight though. Let's see. We're gonna take Jet Howard. Jet Howard, you are a Houston Rocket. All right, 21st pick. The Brooklyn Nets are back on the clock. They took Keontae George at 17. I think I'm gonna take potentially potentially the replacement for Nick Claxton, who you're gonna have to pay, but I think you can honestly replace him. We're gonna take James Neonji here at 22. 21. Now the Lakers are back on the clock. So we traded back, and now Nick Smith Jr. is right here. Chris Murray's right here. Maxwell Lewis is right here. Who are we thinking, chat? Who are we thinking? If you're still uncertain about your guard room, I think Nick Smith is the pick. If you want to get a wing, then I think Maxwell Lewis is the pick. But who are we thinking right now? With the way the board's fallen. Nick Smith? All right. Nick Smith is the pick. Chat says it. Nick Smith, you're a Laker. Him at 22 might be a steal. All right. So Portland, we took Brandon Miller. We took Leonard Miller. I think now it's time to go even more upside. Just take all the upside swings. This might be a little early for my blood, but we're going to go with Ryan Rupert out of from France, a elite defender who, if you can hit on that, who has some guard traits based off of prior experience, that if you can hit on it, I think it's going to be wonderful. The Sacramento Kings are on the clock. This has to be Chris Murray, right? Like, this cannot be anybody else but Chris Murray. I think Chris Murray just gives him another shooter, gives him an NBA-ready player right now to continue contending. I think Chris Murray's a great fit. Chris Murray, welcome to the Sacramento Kings and joining your brother. So this is the Boston Celtics pick at 25. I can't understand how the Celtics were able to get a first-round draft pick. But who are we thinking right here for the Celtics? I think it's Dariq Whitehead. Or like OMP, versatile defender, Max Lewis, Jaime Jaquez, maybe even. I think that's a very Celtics pick. I'm high on Kobe Bryant. I don't care what Fanspo or ESPN says. Kobe Jones is also a really good pick. That's actually a really good pick. You put him like a combo guard in that backcourt or just off the bench. They already have concerns with Brogdon. I'm gonna go with it. We could rock that out. Celtics pick. All right, 26. Oh, wait. Is this them? Yeah, this is them. The Denver pick is 29. Okay, so Taylor Hendricks, we took him at 7. At 26, I think I'm gonna. This is tough, honestly. Dariq Whitehead. I think I'm gonna go Dariq Whitehead. Lewis. What's their roster looking like? Took Taylor. Neonji wasn't off the board. I probably would have went with him, honestly. Chat saying Max Lewis. Huh. Okay. We go Max. 27, the Charlotte Hornets. We took Scoot. We're going to go Dariq Whitehead. Or is it Brandon Podziemski? Whatever. I think it's Brandon. I think it's maybe it's Dariq. I'm actually leaning more towards Dariq. If I'm the Hornets, I'm really bummed out that Max Lewis isn't here. I'm super bummed that Max Lewis is here. I think Max Lewis to the Hornets is a perfect fit. I think I'm gonna do Dariq Whitehead. Who has 28? That's Orlando. Huh. All right, we're gonna go Dariq Whitehead. Welcome to Charlotte. 28, the Orlando Magic are on the clock. This might be a bit high, but we're going to just Jonathan Isaac can't stay healthy for anything. This is a wings lead. We're going to go ahead and get one of the better wing defenders in this draft class. It sucks that G.D. Jackson's stock has fallen. I think he actually could go second round now. But we're going to go with OPM. Olivier Maxine Prosper? Tell me if I pronounced that right. But add him to that team. We're just going to get all the size, all the depth there. This is Denver's pick, and I think this is Brandon Podziemski. I think this is so clearly a Denver Nugget pick. All right. So he's off the board, and then the Clippers, their pick to round out the draft, to round out the first round of the draft, is Bryce Entenbog. Upside pick, Duke could score. He just can't guard at all. I like Bryce Entenbog a lot. I've kind of tampered off my Bryce Entenbog hype, if you will. He just can't guard, man. And I think that's really going to limit him at the NBA level. Let me take a screenshot. Oh, no, my snapshot. There we go. Snapshot. Post this on Twitter for y'all. For any of the ones that weren't able to make it. But, ladies and gentlemen, this was kind of fun. Spent 30 minutes rolling through that first round. Follow me on Twitter at Sean_DABI. Got a ton of draft coverage for you all throughout the rest of the day. You guys could find me at Lakers Nation, Raptors Nation, the NBA Front Office show tonight for the NBA draft. Kicks off at 8 o'clock. We'll start streaming around 7:45 Eastern. So come join us. It's going to be a ton of fun. Breaking down all these selections. Appreciate you all for hopping in, and make sure you guys subscribe here to the Sports Headline Show. En route to 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, we'll have a new episode of the pod up very shortly. But appreciate you all. Till next time, stay safe. See you all next time. Peace out.